Hi guys, good evening.
Hi, good night.
Hi, good evening, coach.
Thank you for being on time on the class. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna start with the class. And well, actually, I have, as always, a question to begin to break the ice. So I'm gonna start with you, Tanya. Okay?
Okay, I'm here. When do
Okay.
you ask for
And
advice? Well,
mhm.
when when I made a mistake,
Okay, for example.
for example, let me see, because I made many mistakes. Well, for example, I ask for advice when I have to cook something new in my kitchen.
Uh-huh.
For example, when I want to, for example, I have a friend and he is a chef. And sometimes I ask him, for example, oh, I want to prepare pizza, for example. Can you tell me some advice that you
Will
or
recommend to me?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
or tell me some ingredients that I can use for different foods, like a Mexican food, because it's my favorite food.
Okay.
And another advice, for example, when I'm sick, because actually I don't like to drink medicine, but
Mm-hmm.
I ask for them because I can drink uh, anything.
Like you ask for example, natural medicine, for example.
No, no, I don't believe in natural medicine.
So what do you drink? Like you don't like pills or what?
Yes, like acetaminophen, uh,
Uh,
Advil, and ibuprofeno, or something like that.
okay, so you drink, for example, syrups like jarabes.
No, I don't like.
So what do you do when you are sick?
For example, if I have like a cough,
Uh-huh.
uh, I drink things, ice things.
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Ah, okay, I got it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or ibuprofeno, because one doctor tell me that ibuprofeno is anti-inflammatory.
Mm-hmm.
So so he told me that it's a good medicine for the
For the
for the
throat.
throat. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Yes, I got it. Thank you, Betania, for sharing that information. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank
Let's
you.
move on with maybe Fabiola.
Hello, good evening. Well,
Hi.
and when I ask for advice is, for example, uh, when I have problems to write in our graduation project, for example,
In
how
sorry,
to
what?
use,
What did you say?
uh, for example, advice for how to use the correct words in our graduation project.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, for example, how to use the correct words or the correct structures, because it's very important to uh, use these things. Or also, for example, when I cook, that it's suddenly when I cook, um,
Uh-huh.
I I ask some advices, because I'm bad for a cook. Yeah, I'm bad, but I'm trying to do it. And well, and for or sometimes when I have problems uh, with a subject, I try to ask and how to prepare me more for try to understand, and and how to understand the subject, and how to achieve the the test, or the la nota.
Yes, it's okay. Great, great.
Great, yeah.
Great.
So that's okay, great. So that's some things when I ask for advice.
Okay, perfect. Good situations. Thank you. Let's move on. Just let me. Have you ever asked for advice in your work? Okay. For example, this question is gonna be for Reinaldo, okay? Because I know that you work, so you can give me a good example about this.
Hello, everything.
Hi, good evening. Did you hear the question for you?
When you ask for advice and you ever ask for advice in your work,
Mm-hmm.
well, well, this moment, I work in the countryside. I know how this month for that for sow the land. There is no how this month for that this month is time for sow the land. Uh, um,
Or soda?
I,
You mean like soda? Something like that?
sow sembrar la tierra, sow the land.
Oh, okay, okay, perfect. Okay, I got it. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. I have the question of my friend. How is how the mom for that the soul of the land. Only that goes.
Okay, perfect. Good example. Okay, perfect. I really like it. Okay, good job. Let's move on with Josue Rivas. The question for you is gonna be, I think it's very easy. But have you, well, actually, I don't know. Are you there? Yes?
Hello, teacher.
Okay, hi. Well, the question for you is, have you ever asked, oh, sorry. Have you ever asked for advice to your mom?
Oh, yes, teacher.
Is something very usual or regularly, rarely?
Oh, it's usually.
Okay.
Yes, teacher. For
Can you give me?
example, okay.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when I want to buy something,
Mm-hmm.
I ask us for my mom, give me advice or what is
What's your
better,
opinion?
what's better product.
Mm-hmm. What is the
For
best
example,
product?
or when I take a mistake in my life.
Okay, yes, that is a very good example and very common, okay? Especially when we are younger. So
Yeah.
very
Only that, teacher. Only that.
okay, perfect. Excellent, José Rivas, excellent. Thank you. Hi. So let's move on with, I don't know, maybe Ana Nunez. Ana, are you there? No.
Yo no me he estado conectada porque he estado enferma, así que ahora solo voy a escuchar porque no sé qué están viendo.
Okay, don't worry, okay? Okay, I hope you get better. Now Blanca Nelly, maybe?
Hi.
Okay, let me think the question for you. For example, who is the person that you have most confidence with?
Repeat please the last.
Who is the person
Yeah.
that you have
Have? Most?
more
More.
confidence,
Okay.
something like that.
Is my friend actually my friend Patty?
She is your
She is
best friend.
my confidence, and I talk to her every time, every day, and I ask for advice many times. Incountables. Incountables.
Uncountable times. Okay, perfect. For example, when you have a broken heart, when your heart is broken,
For
have you ever
example,
lived that situation? No?
¿cómo? No, no lo
Have you
entendí.
ever lived that situation?
Yes, many situations, familiars, and 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 things of the house, and the cooks, and relationship. ¿Cómo es? Ay, se me olvidó.
Relationships?
Relationship.
Mhm.
Is very is many communication. There are many or much communication with her.
With her. Okay, perfect, excellent. Okay, I think it's a good example. Okay, thank you, Blanca Nelly.
Okay.
The last person is gonna be, I think, Delia. Okay. For you, Delia, are you there?
Yes, yes, teacher.
Okay, just let me change this. Just let me, like, for example, what was the last advice that you asked for? What was the last advice that you asked for? Do you understand it?
What was the last advice that I asked him? I this thing, I don't remember, but
Can you remember maybe the situation or the reason?
Probably I no, I don't remember.
Okay, maybe.
Probably my daughter, sorry, my sister, because we have much communication, and when I have any trouble or any question, she gave me much advice for me. And in my personal life, or in my job, I always talk with my manager, and she said me what decision take for get best result in my job, I think.
Okay, perfect. I understand it. Okay, perfect. Only one expression, maybe, I don't know. Well, I don't know, guys. Do you know what is get along with someone? Do you know what is get along? No? Yes, no? Can you tell me, guys? I don't know. Tell me, no, teacher, I don't know what is that. Or yes, teacher, I know what is that, and that means da da da. You know or not? Or maybe you can tell me if you can hear me or not.
Get along, it could be como llevarse bien.
Exactly. Thank you, Fabiola. Okay. Get along is exactly that. Llevarse bien with, obviously, with someone. I get along with my sis. I get along with my mother. I get along with, obviously, maybe with your friends, with your best friend. So, get along is expression. Maybe if you, it's only a native expression for in English, okay? To know, me llevo bien. I'm gonna write it. Okay, guys, and okay, perfect. So today's topic is, well, actually is about the same from yesterday. That is about the modal verbs. But in this case, we are gonna know how to make questions using the modal verbs that we saw yesterday. So this is very simple because to make questions in English, we always follow the same structure. You know, like for example, when you use WH, after WH, you use the modal verb. After that, the subject, after that, the verb, and after that, a complement. Don't worry. Throughout the class, we're gonna see more about the structure. But first of all, I think that is very important to remember a little bit about the modal verbs. Maybe like the uses that we have for modal verbs, okay? I'm gonna start with Betania, okay? When we can use for prohibition. What is the right modal verb for prohibition?
Most or mustn't.
Mustn't, okay? Right. That is very important, guys. When we use mustn't is when obviously something is prohibited for you, okay? You can do something because it's a prohibition, okay? So mustn't, the most common use for mustn't is for prohibitions, okay? That is very important. Good job, Betania. Next one, Delia. External obligation. Well, for this one, I don't know. Do you know what is for external obligation?
Is we use a moral verb have to.
Excellent, perfect. Yes. For example, external obligation, if you don't know what it means, it could be, for example, the law. The law, it could be also rules that you have in your house, in the school, in your office, in different place, okay? But is external obligation that you are obligated, yes, to do, okay? So external obligation is we use have to, okay? That is very important. Good job. I think that you're Delia, okay? Perfect. Blanca Nelly, to give advice.
I don't remember, but I think it's for advice. Must? No, sí, must.
Is the most common modal verb with can and should. What do you think? Is should or can to give an advice?
Should?
Sorry?
Should?
Yes. Always that you want to give an advice, a suggestion, you can use should. Is the
Should,
most
yeah.
common modal verb with can,
My
okay?
memory is low.
Don't worry, okay? Try to practice, okay?
Okay,
Only
practice,
that.
yes.
Well, when I share the presentation, you can do this exercise for the people that think that is a little complicated or confusing, you can do it, okay? So now Fabiola, for ability. This one is very easy.
Can?
Exactly, can. Next one for Josue.
Internal obligation, must.
Excellent, for must, we use must. For external obligation, we use have to, and for internal obligation is must. And not necessary things is don't have to, but you don't have the obligation to do something, okay? And as you can see, everything is okay, okay? Good job, guys. And we did this exercise only to remember the uses for modal verbs, okay? So now we can know how to make questions using modal verbs. So as I told you guys, as you can see, we only have a question, the WH question. For example, it could be where, what. We also have how often, what time, whom. Obviously, you need to think that the question makes sense, okay? But the most commons are what, why, when. Okay. After that, we have the modal verb, okay? In this case, the modal verb is must. After that, we have the subject. S is for the subject. Okay, I'm gonna write it because I don't know. Subject plus the verb in base form. That is very important. In the case for, well, just let me. Let me ask to, just let me see, maybe Blanca, no, Reinaldo. For example, are you there, Reinaldo?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Which one of these verbs is in base form? Which one? To study or study? Which one is in base form?
I was going to take a shower. The story.
To study.
Yes.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, guys. Yesterday I talked about this because yes, it's a little confusing because when we have, for example, to study, to watch, to see, to wash, to repair, to fix, when we have to before the verb, is an infinitive form. And for modal verbs, we don't use infinitive form. We use base form, okay? Only a study, okay? Without to, okay? I think that I wrote that in the yesterday presentation. Yes, as you can see, drive, see, watch, swim, dance without to, okay? For modal verbs, we use the verb in base form. So that is very important to remember. You can say it, and for example, this is wrong, okay? It's only an example. I must to play with my brother. This is bad. This is wrong. This is not okay. This doesn't have grammar, good grammar, okay? So it's only I must play with my brother, okay? So remember that is the same for questions. And after the verb, we only have the complement, okay? Blanca Nelly, can you read the first question, please?
The first question.
And
why must I always study before an exam?
An exam.
An
Yes.
exam.
Well, in your case, I don't know, do you study or do you work?
Sorry?
Do you study or do you work?
Well, I work in house. I sell cars in marketplace for a dealer in Houston.
Okay, perfect. But well, we can suppose that obviously you're studying English, right? So
okay, yes.
Here we have some exams. So tell me, why must you always study before the exam? It's very, but tell me, give me your answer for that question.
O sea, ¿quiere que responda la pregunta de
Yes.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Why? Because I need ¿cómo se dice incrementar?
I need to put
vocabulario.
I need to put into practice.
And I want to get a job in bilingual. For example, a call center.
For a job like that.
I need, yes, but because I need work in my house, o sea, work, homework or remote.
You work
Remote
from
work.
house, okay?
Because I have a child.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
entonces this is my motivation, and I love English, and all my life, my wish is, or there, ¿cómo se era, was, or was, my wish was, learn English. I love the music in English, and I need improve my practice. ¿Cómo se dice? Lo que me dijo usted.
I need to put into practice.
To put into practice.
Mm-hmm.
And practice. And they speak.
The speaking, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Okay, always when, for example, if I ask you using the modal verb must, you need to answer
Sí.
saying I must. Okay?
I must to put in practice the speak.
Yes, excellent.
Okay.
Must put into practice maybe my vocabulary.
My vocabulary.
My vocabulary.
And learn more. more and more.
And maybe look for more information from Google or Google some information.
Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
good job. Excellent. The next question is gonna be for Fabiola. This question is a little weird, I think, but I didn't think about another thing. So and it's only an example, okay?
Okay. Okay. I think that around 3 times in a day, because because nowadays this hot it's terrible.
Yes.
And
you sweat a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So well, I think that I must 3 times a day.
Excellent, perfect. I must take a shower 3 times in a day, maybe.
Yeah.
Perfect,
Or
excellent.
more if it's possible.
Okay, but don't you think that is bad for the environment to take a lot of showers in a day?
Yeah.
So, only
Yes, in my
to
case,
put into practice your English.
yes, in my case, well, I arrived at, well, yesterday I come back at 7 p.m. to my house because was a long day. So but I'm here.
Okay, perfect, excellent. Okay, excellent, guys. And very simple when you don't want to ask, well, this is very important and this is so basic, okay? When you ask a WH questions, it's gonna depend the answer, okay? For example, if I ask why, I hope that you respond me giving me a reason, okay? If I ask you how often, I hope that you respond me using maybe an adverb of frequency. For example, how many times, regularly, sometimes, 3 times in a day, something like that, okay? But also in English, we have yes or no questions. What are yes or no questions? When you ask something, but you don't have a big answer, you can only have yes, I must, or no, I mustn't, okay? For example, must I get in the pool after lunch? Yes, you must, or no, you mustn't. And obviously, if you want, you can give a reason, but the most common way to respond to type of questions is only yes or no, okay? That's why the name, yes or no questions. Okay, I'm gonna ask Josue, what do you think about this rule? I think that is, I don't know, it's very common to think that is bad for the human body to get into pool after lunch, but I don't know. What do you think about this? You must or not? I think that Jose actually is not in the class, so maybe Delia.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
What's the question?
Okay. I was saying that I think that is a rule that moms sometimes say to the child. When you eat your lunch and after that you want to go to the pool, I don't know, or to the beach. So must you get in the pool after lunch? What do you think about that?
I think mustn't, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe the lunch, the swing in the pool after 1 hour lunch. Yes, after lunch.
What do you want to say? What do you mean? To help you.
I think I can get in the pool after lunch, and I don't believe this is bad for my healthy.
Okay, yes, I think the same actually because I think that is only legend, I don't know, like a mito. Okay.
Yes.
So perfect, guys. Do you have questions how to make questions using must, a modal verb? Okay. Do you have questions about this?
Yes, teacher. In this case, the most I get in a poll after lunch, what should be the answer for this this question? I mustn't, or I don't believe that. No, no.
Okay. You can say, for example, as I told you, in this case, because it's only a yes or no question, you can only say like, yes, you must, or no, you mustn't.
Thank you,
Okay.
teacher. Yes.
But in this case, when I did a question, because we are talking about like, well, no, because it could be a rule, okay? Take it like a rule. For example, when your mom told you, don't get in the pool after lunch because it's bad for your health, bad for your stomach. I don't know, maybe something like that. So in that case, because we are talking about like a rule, as a rule, this question, yes, you can say, yes, you must, or no, you mustn't, okay? Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Only one thing. In this case, because it's a yes or no question, you need to begin the question using must, okay? Must, after must, the subject, and after the subject, the verb and the complement, okay? That structure is very simple, I think, okay? But I'm gonna write it. Subject, verb, plus complement, okay? Only remember that, okay? The next modal verb is have to, okay? I think that is a little important to remember when we can use have to. Is the most commonly used for modal of obligation, okay? So in this case, we have the same structure, but in this case, we need to use like if the sentence is in simple present, that's why we need to use do, okay? For example, WH, it could be do or does. It depends the subject, okay? WH plus do or does plus the subject plus have to. Here we have the modal verb. And after the modal verb, the verb in base form, okay? Always in base form. Base form. plus the complement. For example, Fabiola, can you read the question, please?
Yes. What do you have to do this Friday night?
Mhm. Do you have something to do Friday night?
Well, no, just sleep.
Okay, so you have to rest.
I have to
Okay.
sleep.
Okay, perfect, excellent, I like it. And the second one is gonna be for Delia. Well, actually, only if you want, only read it, okay? Delia. Are you there, Delia?
Hola. You need, I read
The second one. This one.
the sec- why do you have, or do you have to take care of your sister?
Sister
Sister.
is like a short way to say sister. I don't know, do you have sisters? Siblings?
Yes, I have 3 sisters and 2 daughters.
Have you ever had to take care of them?
What is it? No. When I was a child, yes, but I don't remember much about this
Okay,
time
perfect.
with they.
Okay. And with this explanation, guys, about that is the most commonly used model of obligation. Yes, you can use it like, for example, if you have a necessity, okay? For example, as Fabiola said, Friday I have to rest because it's my day off, it's mi día libre. So it will be like that. It's not an obligation, okay? No, it's a necessity that you have and you want to accomplish with that necessity that you have, okay? It's not necessarily an obligation, but in English, it's very common use like when you have an obligation to do, okay? Maybe to take care of your sister, of your brother, of your pet, something like that. Yes, it could be an obligation because your mom told you, you need to take care of your sister tonight. Okay, that is gonna be an obligation for you. So you have to take care of your sister. Okay, in that case, imagine that is an hypothetical situation. So, and do you understand that, guys?
Yes.
Teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. The last is yes or no question. So in this case, we have do. Why we have to? Because I don't know if you remember, but when we are making questions in simple present, we always use do or does to begin yes or no question. For example, do you like to eat pupusas? Okay. Or does he like to watch to watch horror movies, okay? So these questions are in simple present. So as you can see, this is auxiliary. So to make the yes or no questions, we need to use auxiliary. The same here. We have the auxiliary do plus the subject. In this case, we have to, the modal. After the modal, we have the verb only and the complement, okay? Do you understand this part, guys? Yes
Yes,
or no?
teacher, yes.
Okay. Blanca, do you work? I don't know. I didn't remember.
Yes, I work my
But
phone.
not from home.
No, in my phone, yes, I'm in Marketplace.
Yes, you told me,
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
I need to schedule this appointment.
Okay, perfect. Maybe, yes, maybe with you, or Delia, do you work or not?
Just teacher, I work in my house. I do home office for company in Los Angeles.
Okay, perfect. So in your case, tell me,
Mhm.
do you have to work more than you get paid? Do you think that is an obligation that you have? That is a duty that you have? That is correct to do that?
Sorry, please repeat the question. What
If
is the question?
you, for example,
Mhm.
in your case that you work, do you have to work more than you get paid? Do you understand the question?
If I have to work more time, more hours in the day, that is the question.
For example, I really like this question because I think that is a question that it happens in the real life. That
I think yes, in my case, in per days, we work very hard. We have much work, and we work much hours in the day, más de 8 hours in the day. And yes, and the salary is the same salary. No, they don't pay
more like for extra hours.
extra. Yes, extra hours.
So do you think that is an obligation that you have to do that or not?
No, because we don't have a contract. No sé cuando you say contrato de trabajo.
I got it.
We don't have this contrato de trabajo. In this case, we don't have how we claim day for increase the salary.
Okay, perfect. So in your case, you don't have to, the modal verb, you don't have to work more than you get paid because even you don't have a contract of employment, okay? Contract of employment is what you said, un contrato de trabajo, contract of employment, okay?
Yes, I don't have a contract
Of employment, okay?
of employment. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Very good job. I really like that question, okay? And did you understand, guys? It's okay? Yes, no? I think it is, it's clear, okay? So, well, actually, yes. This one is very simple because as I told you, I think that is the most common modal verb with can. So, should and can are so common when you're speaking, are so common. So, should have the same structure, okay? As you can see, WH plus should then add out to, okay? I don't know if you remember, but yesterday I told you that should and ought to have the same meaning, okay? If you want to use should, you can use it. If you want to change should for ought to instead of ought to, you can make that change because the meaning of the sentence is not gonna change, okay? So you can use any of these. But as I told you, should is more common to listen in the street maybe. Ought to, yes, is more weird to listen to it. So after the modal verb, the subject, after the subject, we have the verb, and the last thing is the complement, okay? So I have two examples with the only difference is the modal verb that I am using, okay? So what should I do if I am sick? And why I to do if I'm sick? In this case, it's a little complicated. I think that also maybe it's my hypothesis about this, but this is why ought to, we don't use it. This is a fun fact about this, because should is the most common modal verb to make questions, but ought to is not common, okay? If you want to make a question using, preguntando por como sugerencias, usen should, because even the pronunciation for ought to in a question is more complicated. I don't know, maybe Fabiola, can you try to read this example? Why out? I do if I'm sick.
Okay. If I'm sick, I ought
No,
to.
read the question.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Why ought I to do if I'm sick?
Mhm. It's not too fluency, like if you only say, what should I do if I'm sick? What do
Yeah.
you think is easier?
The first, what should I do if I'm sick?
Yes. I write it down because it's necessary, it's my work to give
Yes.
you the examples, but I recommend you guys that don't use ought to make questions. Only use should. Don't make complicated your life trying to use ought to make questions, okay? So don't worry, okay? Yes, now, Fabiola, you can respond the question, okay? You can tell me, what should I do if I'm sick?
Okay.
Mhm.
If I'm sick, first of all, I'm trying to keep calm and trying and look for a pill. But if the
Mhm.
symptom persists, I should to go with the doctor to see the doctor, and and follow the recommendation.
Yes,
So that's what I should if I'm sick.
yes, excellent. Good using of should, okay? The next one is need to, okay? And maybe Josue Rivas, yes, you're here. Can you read the explanation, please? It's only to review the meaning of need to, okay?
Okay, teacher. Need to. We use need to when something is necessary to do another thing's responsibility or duty.
Okay, perfect. So this is very important because we have only the verb when only need, and we have the modal verb need to. Okay, so in this case is the modal verb need to. So we use need to in this specific case. Okay, when something is necessary to do another thing. For example, I need to be 18 to drink alcohol, or what I need to do to get a promotion in my job. If you can see, you first of all need to do an action to can do another action, okay? Also, another use that I gave you yesterday is when an action that you need to do only once, okay? For example, I don't know, I need to take my pill in the afternoon. It's an action that I only need to do one time, maybe in the day, okay? So this is, and also is not too common in English. This is, it's not too common. And the structure is different. In this case, we have the modal verb that is need. After the modal verb, we have the subject. And after that, we have to. After that, the verb. And after that, the complement. Sometimes you can see this. What do I need? What do I need? I need to do? To be a doctor. I don't know, to be a doctor. So here we are using only the verb, not the modal verb. We are using only the verb, okay? Obviously the verb is need, okay? But if you want to use the modal verb, you need to use this structure to make a question, okay? Maybe Blanca again. Okay, can you read this question, please?
The first. Why need
Yeah,
you
maybe the
to?
second one. The second one.
The
Sorry.
second.
Second one, yes.
What need I to do to get a promotion in my job?
Hmm. Can you tell me? Can you give me, I don't know, maybe an example?
And me be more polite with the customers and more friendly with the boss.
Yes, it's a good
And
example, that one.
be yo-yo. No.
Yeah, joyful. You mean like
¿Cómo
joyful,
dice
divertido?
cumplir my goals, the goal or the goals of the company? ¿Cómo es cumplir?
To
La palabra.
accomplish,
¿Ah?
accomplish,
Com- eh,
accomplish,
accomplish the goals.
accomplish. The pronounce is like this, accomplish. Also you can say achieve. Accomplish or achieve. I think that achieve is the most common form to say that. Achieve or accomplish. Lograr. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, sí.
Mm.
And be and have a big smile all day.
Yes. You need to keep a big smile in your face to get
Sí.
more customers.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. So, as I told you guys, don't worry about need to. It's not a common when you are talking English every day. So don't worry. Maybe one thing that I think that is very curious and important, maybe, yes, if you want to take this tip and save for us and for your vocabulary, you can take it. That is needn't. Okay, needn't is very, very, very needn't, or need not is very common. This one is very common, okay? And for example, if I say you needn't drive if you are not 18. The sentence is a little weird because no tenía mucha imaginación en ese momento. Pero cuando decimos needn't, actually it has the same sense in Spanish. O sea, it's like no necesitas conducir si no tienes 18 años, por ejemplo. Entonces, that wants to mean that we use it to show that there is not an obligation or you are not permitted to do something. So, in your case, I don't know, for a child, it could be, no, I don't know, maybe, only try to use it when cuando no estén obligados a hacer algo, cuando no tengan la necesidad de hacer algo, pero que de verdad, de verdad, de verdad no tengan la necesidad de hacer algo. It's like, I don't have to, like this one, I have to, but, if you want to, I don't know, impress the people with your level English, you can say you needn't, right? It's more, I don't know, more like nativo del inglés, no sé, como más americano. Pero son con cosas de que no están permitidas hacerlas o de que no son como una obligación, como que no están obligados a hacer algo. Por ejemplo, a child needn't work. A child didn't work. Okay? I think that is a good example. Un niño no necesita trabajar. Why? Because he's a child, and if he works or she works, it's gonna be explotación infantil. So, a child didn't work, okay? No necesitan trabajar. It's not an obligation and they are not permitted because it's illegal. You know that one? Is true or not?
Teacher, we can use needn't if we say you needn't go to the party if you don't want to
No,
go.
in that case, in that case, it's better use the verb need. For example, if I don't want to go to the party, I don't need to go to the party. I don't need, as you can hear, I don't need. I'm using the simple present. I don't
Okay.
need.
This is in case we we talk about always the rules
like rules, obligations, but really obligations, maybe by the law. Obligations that law put in your life, okay? For example, that one, the childs are not permitted to work, so they didn't
They need it.
work.
Yes. Okay, teacher.
Mhm. Okay, so, but as I told you guys, with need to, don't worry, okay? Try to remember must, yes, it's very important. Have to also, and should. Should is very important. And I know that the time is over. Only say that later in the course we are gonna see more modal verbs. I think that we are gonna see can, okay? That can is very important also. But from these modal verbs, remember must, have to, is should, okay? That are the most important modal verbs from all these one, okay?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Teacher, can you send the presentation at the WhatsApp group, please?
Yes, in the morning, okay? I always,
Okay.
yes, okay? So guys, as the same, in the morning is gonna be the class on YouTube, so,
Okay, teacher.
okay, guys.
Thank you.
Good evening.